working all day. Can a catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The sun is shining, as you can see, so I can hardly see anything. But the sun is shining, and that is already a blessing. So yeah, guys, it has been a year since I posted my 5 drills video, and you guys gave it so much love that I decided I wanted to do another drills video, but this time I'm gonna upgrade it in the moves and upgrade it in the amount of moves that I'm going to show you. We're going to go through 7 moves that are hopefully going to help you to elevate your skating to the next level. You know, we're no longer beginners. I mean, we're more like intermediates now, so we need some more intermediate moves. So these moves are going to help you to gain the strength, the coordination that you need in order to do some more advanced moves, like your toe spins, like your grapevine, like a lot of other moves that I don't know the name of still. So I'm going to go through them and try to explain it as best as I can. If you're still missing some information, Instagram is the best place to ask me questions because I post on it daily. So if you need tips, tricks, want to know what I'm working on, want to know the good, the bad, the highs, the lows, then follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description box and my handle is somewhere on the screen. So yeah, that being said, let's get started with the 7 drills. Important for this, for all these moves, is that you take off your toe stop. And I also have loosened my trunks. I'm more mobile on my skates. For the first move, we're going to keep our feet staggered, not too far, not too close together, but staggered. And we're going to tighten our abs and act like we're pressing a gas pedal to lift off without extending your knees, but still keeping them slightly bent. Now we're going to build off of my pivot video. So if you haven't seen that one, please go watch that after this one to get the basics down. And you're going to really pivot your hip 180 degrees. And this exact move, you're going to also start doing it while keeping yourself balanced on just your front wheels. Remember, feet in line means squeeze the vajayjay. So squeeze the vajayjay to keep your feet close together while you tighten your abs and pivot your hips 180 degrees. Remember to keep your abs tight. That is very important with this move because you need that balance. So this move is also based off of my pivot video, so really do check it out if you haven't seen it before. It will be linked up here in the cards or down in the description box because you need that basics, as this move is going to take it up a notch. Okay, we're not beginners anymore, we're intermediates, so we have to take it up a notch. So what we're going to do is one leg pivot. Pivot on your heel. You're actually going to lean on your inside edge. Once you pivot on your toe, you're actually going to lean on your outside edge. Toe, my outside edge. Heel, inside edge. So how do you start? Well, if you don't know yet how to do it with your leg up, we're going to use our toe wheels. That's why it's also good to take off your toe stops and put in jam plugs so you have that range of motion that you need with your front wheels. So what we're first going to do is we're going to go into a pizza, open pizza position, closed pizza position, open pizza, closed pizza, open, closed. I shift to my front wheels. This leg is going to do a little roll forward automatically. Right? Then I shift back and it's going to automatically want to go a little bit to the back. So you just have to control it. So you're not extending fully. You're going to keep your abs tight, even if it's just a little tiny part. So how do you do a pivot? The pivot isn't lifting your foot up and placing it down. it's mostly lifting your weight up and shifting the weight. My weight is straight down over this leg. There's a string in the ceiling connecting me, and it's going through my leg down. It's not going through my center because my leg is going to be in the air. There is no center. I'm going to squat deeper into my normal stance. And for the pivot, I'm going to lift my weight up, right? So I'm going to lift my weight up. And once I lift my weight up and I land, I'm going to land back into that. And that shifting, I'm going to come up a little from my squat, come up, shift, right? And I'm going to use this leg to be my counterbalance. So I'm going to shift, 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 shift. So connected to that move, we have the beginning of your snake walk, right? So your snake walk, you have many variations, but it's basically that you're out, in, out, in. Another variation of your snake walk and that's the variation we're going to work with. So your drill is not going to be the snake walk, it's going to be this pretty leg here, because this is something that you use in a lot of different ways. Use it in this move. So your weight is going to be on your back leg, your standing leg, and you're going to be in a slight pose position, so you can lift up that front leg freely. So you see I can lift it up, I can twirl around with it, I can do whatever, and the only thing I'm going to do with my front leg is having my toe wheels touch the floor. Alright, so I'm going to skate a little, weights on this leg. And that fluid snake movement you just saw me do, that comes from the hip. It's not just my feet, but it's actually my hip moving my feet. So once I bring my hip in, I open my shoulder and pull it back. So I don't follow my hip with my shoulder or I'll turn. Half circle movements. Forward half circle. My shoulder is going to open. Right? Forward half circle. And I'm going to bring my hip back out. Right? So it's going to be in, out. So let's see that again. My hip goes in, my foot goes in, my shoulder goes out and open, my hip goes out, my shoulder slightly goes in, and it's not all the way in, it's just enough to gain momentum for that next in-out movement. Now if you're ready, you want to start getting a sneak peek into your snake walk with this move. We're going to go hip in, shoulder out. When the hip goes out, the other shoulder pivot. So you're kind of like in a sumo squat position, right? So again, steady stand, again, steady stand. But I will do a detailed video on that. That's just for if you want to take it to the next level. So next move is going to be this sumo squat skating. Now I myself am not great in this. I'm still learning because you really need to push your knees out. Push your knees out and push your hips in. And you need to be flexible in your hips, right? To open them up all the way. But what you can do to learn this is to actually just stand still, open your legs all the way, and just move. See, mine are still not fully. So what's going to happen is I'm not going to go straight. I'm going to go in a circle, right? So you want to keep drilling this until you can actually press your knees out fully. Your back is straight. And your hips can be pushed to the front. And use your hands to push your knee open. And just play with it. You can take off your skates, go against the wall, and try to push yourself towards the wall more and more until you can keep it open fully. Alright, that's fully like this. This is not a comfortable position at all. If you want to try it moving, place your weight on your front leg, which is the direction you want to go in, and then place your back leg in a open 180 degree behind your front leg. Now in the beginning you're going to make circles until you can keep your hip open, but it's a good drill to do. Now maybe when you're starting, this is the furthest you can go. Maybe this is the furthest you can go, right? But just try to push out. You can do a squat, push out, and move to loosen up your joints and muscles right here. So this next move is one of my favorites because it took me a long while to master it, and it's very difficult, but it is the basics that you need to know in order to do a matrix or a grapevine. So the floor that I'm actually doing this tutorial on is the worst floor ever. I don't know why I chose it, but it's not great for this move, so I'm going to use a pole to hold on to so I don't fall and face plant. So in order to get into a toe flare, you're going to put your knees together in a "oh no, I need to pee" type of move. You're going to hold on, and then you're going to gas pedal press again and lift off. Tighten your abs, don't fully extend your knees, and the wider you can go, the more stable you're going to be later on, and also in your matrix and your grapevine later on. Now it's funny because this is literally how I learned this. I just turned around, grabbed hold of the pole, went down and lifted off. As you can see, my knees now are fully extended. Don't do that. Try to keep some bend in your knees, tighten your abs, and push your chest forward so you can counterbalance with the move. Now I find it's easier to combine a toe flare with a heel flare beforehand, and it helps with momentum, so that's why you see a lot of people doing this. Now my golden tip for this is, once you're in a toe flare, tense your entire body. Your legs have to be rock hard, your abs have to be rock hard, everything has to be rock hard to keep you in that position. Another tip I can give you once you advance to toe flares without holding on is to grab hold of your hands together above your head, because that forces your chest forward automatically so you can counterbalance. So this next move I really love, and I've been practicing it a lot, and that is what I call the Michael Jackson move, which is basically going up on your jam plug, which is a very deep incline, very steep incline, right? And you can do it with your legs crossed, you can do it straight, you could use this to go down into a squat. You see a lot of girls now on Instagram doing it to go back and lean back as much as you can if you have good knees, which I don't have right now. And you can also just use it as a dance move, right? One of the coolest things I like about this move is that you can actually jump into it from skating backwards. First things first, hold on to something if this is your first time, and then you're gently going to go into like this ballerina pose, but your knees are bent. Don't extend them. You're going to just make it difficult for yourself. You're going to lose balance. Try to keep your knees bent and you're holding on to something, right? Now inside of your shoes, your toes are grabbing the sole of your boots. Don't keep your toes straight, that will hurt. So you need to grab, right? And my abs are tight, my knees are soft and bent, and my back is straight. I'm not hunching forward or hunching back. My back is straight. Right? Once you are comfortable with this, you could actually jump into it. I keep my knees soft. I don't jump in and keep straight. I jump and I go back down into it. Once you're comfortable with that, you can also try jumping into it with your heels together, right? I just did it straight. I did it inside. But you can also do it outside. Now this is more difficult because you need more mobility in your Achilles heel. So do it slow first, and then try jumping into it, right? Jumping into it. You see, I'm counterbalancing by going to the back. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself. If you don't have the muscles yet, you'll get them. Just keep on training, keep on practicing, and you'll get there. Now for the last move, I'm going to put my weight on my front leg again. So I'm going that way, so my weight is on my front leg. And I stop. So what am I doing is, my weight is on this leg, so I can lift my back leg up. put it 90 degrees, place it in a squat with soft knees, and then stop myself from moving. Right? Same thing I could do the other side. Now why do you need this is because oftentimes when you're dancing, you want to change directions, right? So you stop yourself, stop, change directions, stop, change directions, right? This does not feel natural, and you have to plie into it. So I'm placing it directly 90 degrees front, and I plie into it with my abs tight. Catch that momentum so I don't fall. Now another variation of this is that instead of doing it 90 degrees like this, you actually do a oh no I need to pee leg again. So you go forward, oh no I need to pee. Now for those of you who've been with me for a while and have seen my other videos, you know what we're doing here. We're creating a very sharp sudden pizza point to stop. Now I've shown you guys in my 5 drills video and other videos that a bubble into a pizza point can make you stop. Now you're foregoing the bubble and just placing it down and stopping. So the stop is more abrupt. You need to go deeper to catch that momentum. So guys, that was my 7 drills video with the basics that I think will help you to improve in 2022. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Like it if you liked it. Of course, follow me on Instagram also, because that's where I post a lot of short tutorials, tips, tricks, and stuff that I do daily, really, on skates and what I'm learning currently, my frustrations, my struggles, my successes. So follow me on Instagram, and thank you for loving my 5 drills video. I hope this video is just as helpful, and I will see you in my other one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
I'ma make a better way. I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way.